Hey guys, Mike here, founder and CEO at Ready Response. Welcome back to the channel. Throwing another quick video together for new CPR instructors as you're starting to get your training school set up. Some just best practices, tips, strategies, shortcuts, if you will, because if you're like an experienced instructor like me who had to learn the hard way, I'm trying to share my knowledge with you so you can avoid some of the hurdles and obstacles I had to go through. So today we're talking about how do you manage cancellations or no-shows to your classes? Like what is your refund policy, your reschedule policy as you're starting to get set up? This is something you definitely want to consider, right? Because you're capturing payment from people who are going to be attending your courses that you're running. You're certifying them in CPR, AED, first aid, maybe BLS for healthcare. So, how are you going to structure your refund and reschedule policy? And I'll lead with this. There is not one company that does the exact same thing from the next. You have to determine what makes sense for you. So, what I'm going to do today is instead of tell you what you ought to do, is I'm going to tell you what I do and why I do it. So, depending on the course, we have a couple different policies. Number one is just our base level courses for BLS, first aid, CPR, AED. And then our other policies in reference to our instructor training courses. Now, that's a little different for an instructor course for me personally because we only do maybe 2 of these a month. There are 6 seats available, so it's very, very dynamic in terms of its registration. There's a lot more communication and onboarding and all the kind of work that get that class set up. And also, seats are very limited, and they're a high-ticket course. So for that reason, we have a different policy than we do for all of our other courses. So essentially what I'll do is no matter what, if there's a no-show, no call, no show, I just never heard from that person and they signed up with us, we don't give a refund for that. And our policy states that we don't reschedule them, but obviously, life happens. We understand that. So what I do is I just revert back to my reschedule policy for those certain specific case-by-case situations. You can decide what you want to do. It's not a big deal, right? It's your policy that makes sense for you. So for us, that's what we do with that. On the instructor side, because of those reasons, we need at least 7 days notice if you're not going to be able to attend in order to get a refund. And also a reschedule within 7 days is also applied there. We do charge a rescheduling fee within 7 days for the instructor course. Again, because it's such limited seating, it's a high ticket course and it's very rare and we don't run them very often. So again, that's what we do. The other thing we do on the base level side of things now, which is our standard first aid CPR AED or our BLS, we ask within 24 hours, if you know you're not going to be able to make it for any reason, just shoot us an email, give us a call. We're happy to reschedule you. No fees, no nothing. All right, I'm not going to charge you to reschedule a class. I just think that balance is really important, and it also aligns to our core values as a company. Balanced living is our 4th core value. So because I try to do everything and decisions I make and policies we put in place is involved in and surrounded by those core values and our mission and vision, that's kind of why I set this policy up that way. Balanced living is really important and life happens. Kids get sick, your car breaks down, whatever, flat tire, weather conditions. Like, we'll reschedule you. It's not a big deal. We will also give a refund to you in full without 24 hours as well. Now, we do take a transaction fee off that. It's like a couple bucks. And that just covers, company incurred loss on transaction fees for online payment processing. But outside of that, we'll give you a full refund if you request it. It's not a problem. So again, we do ask that to be in writing personally for our policy, just so we can make sure that we're documenting that and we're tracking it. So again, somebody is a no call, no show. Typically, we will not refund that because we were there, you were not, you never let us know. I mean, we understand stuff happens, but at the same time, be professional, give us a call, shoot us an email, and we'll work with you. It's not a big deal. If they hear back and, we can offer them, and typically what we do case by case is offer them a reschedule. We do have a reschedule fee that's, I think it's like $10 or something like that. Quite honestly, 99% of the time, we end up waiving that fee anyways, just because we want to support people and do right by them. So when it comes to your cancellation policies, you need to decide what works best for you. And I think what you'll find in the industry at large is people are really set on you're not getting a refund and you're not getting a reschedule. Us personally, we try to balance that and just live in the real world and understand stuff happens, stuff comes up. Me personally, I have 3 young kids. Like, getting to places and doing things can be difficult. It can be challenging. So, childcare coverages, vehicle issues, weather issues. You don't like driving in the rain and snow. Like, I don't either, so I don't blame you. So we always try to put it in the framework of what can we best do to serve and support our customers? And I think what you'll find by doing that is you'll have a high return rate. People remember when you go out of your way to help them. So again, that's just a recommendation, and you need to decide what's best for you. But I'd just like to share kind of our best practice on that and our policy on that. You can also view that right on our website as well if you wanted to go to our class scheduling page and just kind of prompt your way through a fake sign up. And you can see it's printed there, and we have people agree to it when they check out. So definitely want to check that out and create something that's surrounded by your core values, your mission, and your vision for your company. Thanks so much for joining us today.